All right, it's official. Mrs. X says, I cannot be a bum tonight for the New Year's celebration. We go out multiple times a year where we dress up. This is going to be the tuxedo that I wear tonight. And when I'm in a tuxedo dressed up, or if I'm in anything where I'm wearing dress shirts, a suit, going to work or whatever, I don't carry my normal everyday carry. It's bulky. It can be intimidating. It may print too much. It may be something you can see. Let me give you some suggestions for what I use whenever I'm dressed up and I still want to maintain an everyday carry. The knife is going to be this new front flipper by CJRB. Now, Artisan Cutlery and CJRB is always putting out some familiar knives. They use their patented steel, which is like similar to D2. And this is them coming directly after the CRKT CEO style of knives that they've been doing over there for years. Very slim, very unintimidating. I love the liner lock. I love the little gold accent on here. I think that looks pretty good. This is a very good looking knife. I like the front flipper. It's very well done. But you can also use the thumb stud if you want to. Both of those are very usable. I'm glad they didn't go with a double-sided thumb stud. I think that makes it look even more elegant. Now, my experience with everyday carry, especially when I'm around a lot of black folks, they're getting more and more used to everyday carry. But a lot of times I tend to fidget. And when I pull out a knife and I start to do what I'm doing right now, which is fidget with it, if it's one of my big bulky knives, an OTF knife, something that has a more aggressive blade shape, I get weird looks. This is not one of those knives that gives me the weird looks. It lives up to the name lanky. I like the way it's going. Multiple color options in this thing normally is typically below 50 bucks. So they are definitely coming for CRKT. When it comes to this could be a contender. And I think for years to come, it could be something that you may want to put into your carry. Sponsoring the trip for tonight to the New Year's Eve celebration in this video is Ver in their A12 or C3 Dirty Dozens. Both of them are fantastic timepieces. You just got to decide which one works out more for you. I'm going to wear the A12 Dirty Dozen tonight because it's Swiss made. It has this wonderful see-through back where you can actually see the rotor. You can see the movement of the watch itself and all of that good stuff. But if you want to save some money, you can go with the C3 or C5 Dirty Dozen. Now, what does a Dirty Dozen mean? So during World War II, there were 12 companies that were commissioned to make watches for officers and some military members for the British to keep time, to know how to coordinate attacks, know when to move out of a specific area. Those watches had to be shock resistant. They had to be able to take a banging, take big bumps and bruises. They had to be crazy accurate, and they had to be easy to read. That's where we get homage to the Dirty Dozen watches, and one of them here by Ver. I think they've done a very good job with. This one specifically is 36 millimeters, which I think looks pretty good on my 7.5-inch wrist. And it's going to look really good when I'm in a tuxedo versus a smartwatch. Yes, don't wear a smartwatch in a tuxedo. I think it just really takes away for what you're going for, which is dope, clean, collected, all of that good stuff. Get the best pricing by checking out the link down below. And shout out to Ver for sponsoring today's video and for sponsoring New Year's Eve, because it's going to be going down and we want to have a good time. Very sleek. Minimum is the way you want to go when you're dressed up, when you're going out. And that's when I go Card Holder Pro by Esker. This one is aluminum with a carbon forge on the outside. This one does have the extra layer on the outside where you can expand and hold more cards, because you're only going to get about 4 to 12 cards in the main compartment, maybe 4 to 14 cards, depends on their size. Down here, you can expand this by an additional 9 cards by just slipping them right there in the back. Very, very slim. Very good looking wallet, easy to just push the button, get access to your cards, push those down. And I am using their Esker Finder, which allows for me to, if I lose this wallet or someone tries to take it, it blends in so well that you almost wouldn't know that this was a Finder card. This works with the Find My app on the Apple devices. So if you have an iPhone, you're going to be able to use this. I think they may make one for Android as well. I'm not really sure. You can put cash in the front, but it's going to be an elegant, just very in the inside pocket of the tuxedo type of carry for this wallet, which makes a lot of sense for me. Whenever I go in type of events, I like to normally bring a challenge coin, because eventually you may run into a Marine or run somebody in the military. And I just usually will bring a challenge coin with either the rank that the last rank I had when I was in the Marine Corps that was given to me by my sergeant major, or I may carry the unit, the last one of the units I was in, or the unit I belonged to when I went to Afghanistan or whatever. Any challenge coin is just kind of near and dear to my heart. Being carried in a 3 Sons leather coin holder. Very sleek and slim, works well in your front pocket, or sometimes I even put it in the breast pocket of my tuxedo jacket because it doesn't weigh anything and it's not going to really print. I like to have a Zippo with me because inevitably, whether it's the end of the night or the beginning of the night while we're waiting for the ladies to put on their makeup, we smoke cigars. Okay, so I do have a Zippo here with a butane insert. This will be with me all night. The cutter will be with me here in the man cave, but once we leave to go to the party, I'll probably leave the cutter at home because there's no smoking opportunities at this establishment we're going to. But the Zippo will be with me. Nice to have a fire source with me no matter what's going on, so that will stay with me. Listen, if you're getting good content out of this video, hit the like button down below. Also subscribe and join the battalion. I like to talk about world affairs, everyday carry, and kind of whatever the F I want to. So I would love to have you join me as well. You need a flashlight, even in the scenarios when you're going out and kicking it. The Tiny 3 by Nicor does make the cut for me when it comes to this. And just like the name says, it is tiny. Now, this can give me up to 600 lumens. 600 lumens is plenty for this floodlight. But even beforehand, if I want to just kind of tap this button and choose what lumen amount I want before I turn it on, I can do that. So I can go 15 lumens and then push the back button and turn it on and get 15 lumens. Very easy UI on this. It does have different color temperatures, which I never changed the color temperature, but it can go from, I think, warm, neutral, or white, or cool. I keep mine in cool. That's all I really need. This is really good if you're at a nightclub, if you're at an event, you're at a banquet, you're at a whatever holiday party, someone drops some shit on the floor. Much stronger than your cell phone flashlight, but very discreet. I put a zipper pull that belongs on a bag on here because it's very small and I don't want to put this on my keychain. This will be in my pocket, and I'll feel the zipper pull makes it easier to grab this out of my pocket and be able to use it. Finally, doesn't matter that we're celebrating the New Year's, I won't go anywhere that won't allow for me to bring a boomstick with me, but I will bring a more slender boomstick. You may want to bring a subcompact or something even smaller, or a micro, or whatever. This is where I do get the version 1 of the Smith & Wesson. This is the specifically the Bodyguard 380. Now, this one, I've had the trigger adjusted. I don't have a laser on here. I don't have sights, all iron sights. How I train with this for all the rounds I've put through it. If you get V2, I would advise you maybe get the one with the laser, maybe get some sights. I don't know. I just really like how small and this is without the sights, and it does not print when I'm in a tuxedo. It just fits well in this appendix holster by Hidden Hybrid Holster, which is made in America. I like this because it feels good against my belly. I normally, depends if I'm going to wear all 3 pieces of that tuxedo. If it's a 3-piece tuxedo, if I wear the vest, this will be on top of the tuxedo shirt in between the vest. If I don't wear the vest, this will be tucked behind my back at like normally around the 4 o'clock above the tuxedo shirt. So it just really depends. I train with, I know how to draw, whether it's in the front or it's in the rear. Either one of those works for me. What do you carry when you got to go out and kick it? I would love to know what the different carries that you use. So let me know down below. And what should I change out of this for the future? Because we got Valentine's Day coming up. I'm going to have to dress up for that. My birthday coming up. I'm going to dress up for that. Spring flings where I go daddy daughter dances. I'm going to dress up for that. So I got a lot of different options to change this up. First time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.